There you go. They're called Keystone high bay LED lights. Now, I put 5 of them in, and you can tell how bright it is. Now, I've got it powered up with a generator right now. I should have power at the end of the week, but I'm very impressed with them. I might end up putting some short LED lights. These come from Nesco here in Columbus, Mississippi. They had that option, and then they had like a 2-foot, I think it was like 4 bulbs or something like that, that was traditional type shop lights. And I might end up getting a couple and hang down along them braces. But right now, this is good enough. So here's the thing about the insulation. There's really no good way to insulate, okay? I'm members of several groups on Facebook. There's just no good way about it. So the thing about it, you can do the foam boards, you can do bubble wraps. The bubble wraps, most people say they're not that great. The foam board, you've got to spray something to stick to the metal, to adhere to it, you know, versus like a pole barn, you got the wooden leather pieces that you can stick things to. That's okay. It can be a mess and hassle having to cut it because they're 4x8 pieces, and then sticking it and trying to stick it up there, or stick it in between the 2 pieces of metal right there. It can be a hassle. Your most ideal is to spray foam it. When you spray foam it by a company, I got a quote the other day, $12,000 local. I talked to Chad with Pro Structures. He's building, they're building right now. He got a quote for $20,000, okay? That's a little salty people. So there is a company online, I think it's Tiger Foam or something like that. I'm gonna buy some from it. They actually do kits, they're like 650 square feet. So it would probably take at least 4 kits. Each kit's around $750. They give you a little price break if you buy more than 1 at a time. And I'll probably try to spray it myself. But here's the thing about the spray foam. You've got to get a pattern going with it, and you can't really mess up. It's looking rough. So I have to do a little spray run, test run with a little scrap piece of metal, kind of see how it's going to look, how it's going to go on. Other thing is you don't need to be 40 degrees trying to spray it either. So the spray foam will come here in the future. I got to get some more money, so on and so forth. So I've got to finish wiring it because I'm on plugs down each side, every other post, all the way around on one circuit, and then pull another circuit, do 110 plugs all the way around. I'll probably put a 110 plug on a separate circuit up there for eventually a garage door opener. They make some that you can get off Amazon. It's pretty neat. I'm gonna probably put a secondary switch in for side lights eventually. So you really need to get all your wiring done first. I'll probably put a air compressor inside. A lot of people say put it outside. I'd rather keep it inside. Put one in the corner, so I'll need to run a 220 plug for it. Eventually I'll have a welder in here, even though I can't really weld, but I'd like to get a welder. I'll put a secondary 220 plug in there. So I need several more things to come together before I do insulation. Biggest thing is by Friday I should have my meter on. I hope Thursday I'll pay for the wire. We've got it plumbed all the way to the transformer, and I started covering the ditch this afternoon before it got too dark. So I'll finish manicuring that, roll a packet, and dress that up tomorrow, and then we'll do Christmas and all that stuff. So that's kind of what's going on, man. Y'all see my little collection of saw. I got a Husky somewhere. I think it's on the carport. Either that or somebody come up here and stole the thing. Anyway, all right. Now, if I had Donald Trump money, I just paid for all this stuff to get done. But when you poor ass broke, you know it do so much, people. You know it do so much. But, you know, not having insulation ain't the end of the world. It ain't like I'm out here. I've got a jet butane force heater, so I can put it out here for right now. I'd pedal. I mean, we only got a little bit of cold for a month or two, and then it kind of gets a little bit better. But I'll have to get the weather right to spray foam. If you spray foam too cold, you're asking for trouble. And make sure I get all my wiring right, because once you spray foam, that wire's covered. It's covered, folks. So, you know what I mean?